How are you? It's John Kopic, the founder of Dream Chasers Academy and the author of Stop Complaining. What's the solution? So you've been wanting to make a change. You've been thinking about it for years. You've been having dreams, goals, ideas that you've been wanting to do. You got some on the shelf and you got some in a book and you got some in your mind that you haven't even wrote down. Some things that you want to do you haven't even tried yet. Some things that you want to do you haven't even had the opportunity to start on yet, but you want to make a change. You know that you can be better. You know that you can do something different. You know that you can be something more than what you are. You know that you can be what you call to be and now society wants you to be. You know that it's your time. I believe so. I believe you know that it's time for you to be successful. I believe you know that it's time for you to make a change in your life. But you want to make a change, so let's make a change. Let's stop complaining and let's find the solution. Let's realize that today is like no other day, that this time is like no other time. You haven't been able to wake up and see a day like this before. Let's look at the time. It's 1:45. 1:45 today is different than 1:45 yesterday, and it's going to be different than 1:45 tomorrow. So what are you going to do right now to make your life different at 1:45 than it was yesterday at 1:45? What are you going to do to make your life different at 2 o'clock today and then different 2 o'clock tomorrow than it was today or yesterday at 2 o'clock? Today is time for change. There's no more thinking. There's no more planning. There's no more feeling like. There's no more I'm about to. I was, but, if, how, maybe, should I, would I? No, there's no more of those. There's no more excuses. There's no more complaining. It's all solutions. That is all it's time for. It's time to make a change. It's time to be the change that you want to be. It's time to be the change that you feel like you should be. And it's time to be the change that you need to grow up and just be. There's no more excuses. It's time to make a change. It's time to be what you want to be. It's time to see what you want to see. It's time to be the change that you believe in. It's time to be the person that you believe that you can be, because now is the time. Because there's no much time for excuses. There's no much time for complaining. But there is much time for success. It's time to make a change. It's time to be more. It's time to be different. It's time to walk away from the crowd. It's time to walk away from the 95 to 97% and be in the 3 to 5%. It's time to understand that it is your time to be successful. It is your time to be who you're called to be and now society wants you to be. Understand that it's your time to be successful. Understand that. Understand in the next 10 to 15 years, you will be the next Bill Gates. You will be the next Donald Trump. You will be the next President Barack Obama. You know, you will be the next Condoleezza Rice. It is your time to be who you called to be. It is your time to bring your ideas to the front. It is your time to be the next Judge Judy, Judge Mathis, People's Court. It is your time, because there's no much room for excuses. It's time to make a change. So you do what you're called to do and be what you're called to be, and nobody can stop you. This is John Kopic. I am the founder of Dream Chasers Academy and the author of Stop Complaining, What's the Solution? It's time to make a change.